welcome back to
The Zak
and Buzz
Review.
And today we are looking at Monarch Legacy of Monsters.
And it kind of goes like this, really.
What's that? Oh my
Something's
god!
coming out of the underworld.
The inner space!
Yeah.
Oh no, the hollow
The
earth!
Hollow Earth. Oh
No, that's
sorry.
too much screen time.
Sorry, too much screen
Godzilla,
time.
go away,
Go away.
Shoo you.
Right, that's it. That's basically how it
I
goes,
now
really.
understand why it's called Monarch Legacy of Monsters, not Godzilla Legacy of Monsters. Because Godzilla is hardly in Monarch Legacy of Monsters.
You've got a few odd ones in there.
He is the main reason we want to watch Monarch Legacy of Monsters, and they are just showing so little of him.
Exactly. So,
In all 10 episodes.
so
It's excruciating.
Let's put this into perspective. When's it set?
When's it set? It's set in different times, so you've got in the past.
Yeah, the past is just after they've nuked.
Just
Godzilla.
after they've done Bikini Atoll and nuked Godzilla for the first time.
I think that they've gotten rid of him.
But they haven't, which leads into the events of Kong Skull Island. And then you've got the future stuff, which is set between Godzilla 2014 and Godzilla King of Monsters, which is in 2019.
That's right. Now, watching this series, we were really looking forward to seeing it, okay?
Yes.
And we were told...
It was kind of shrouded in mystery for a lot of
we
it.
were told that it built up to a really good finale.
A good climax,
Good
yes.
climax. And I've got to say, the first couple of episodes...
First episode, okay, that was interesting.
Yeah, sort of
It got
hooked
you
me on
into it, especially when Kurt Russell turns up.
Ah, good old Kurt Russell. Who we love him.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Loads of things.
Snake Plissken.
John Carpenter's The Thing.
Exactly. Big Trouble in Little
Big
China.
trouble.
It's all in the reflexes. You love Kurt Russell, and to see him in Monarch was great.
Yes. But episode 3 to 9 was just a slog. It was a slog with fleeting glimpses of...
Slog, I fell asleep.
You fell asleep. That's what I'm saying, it's a slog.
I have actually found it so difficult to stay awake during every single episode after the first two.
Oh.
And the
It was just
characters
such a shame. I have so little care for the future, the characters in the future,
the
other
kids.
than Kurt Russell.
The kids are just like...
And whenever anything gets interesting, they cut away from it, and then it's all... Are you okay? Do you feel all right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about this. Monsters are so bad. No, they're great. I want to see.
I want to see more.
Come on, Godzilla! Like, I think it's like episode 4 or 5. Godzilla rises out of like a desert or something, and it's like in the trailer. Wow, that's really cool. What we can see him do.
I mean,
and then he just walks off, and that's it.
That's it. He's having a kip under a hill. Well, I assume he's kind of burrowed his way under to get all that on top of him. You know?
Yeah.
And then he like comes because he didn't come out of a portal from
No, he
from
didn't.
Hollow Earth. He
Yeah,
was just
because
like,
they've been searching for him.
He's been having a snooze, and then off he stomps, and there you go. And there was just like bizarre bits in it where, for example, Kurt Russell, back in time, does that test journey through
into the Hollow Earth. That's really cool. And they squeezed that into like half an episode.
Yeah, they squeeze it, and then he comes back in a hospital bed.
Yeah,
And
he
you've
appears in a forest and then he's in a hospital.
And he got no explanation of how he got back out of there.
He got sucked into a portal and there you go.
Yet the Japanese lady, the professor,
Who's been down there for 57 days-ish and has actually been down there like years.
Hasn't found any way of getting out. I don't know.
She hasn't gone into a portal just randomly either.
Yeah. So there we go.
But the main gripe I have with this series, is from the get-go, it kind of sets out Monarch to be this kind of malicious, secret government organisation. And for me, it's like, I know this isn't the case, because I've seen Godzilla King of Monsters. I've seen Godzilla vs. Kong.
We've seen future Monarch.
We know how Monarch is, and what it is.
And
but
all the talk through it was all about trying to stop another G-Day.
Yeah.
And it was like... It almost struck me like, if they stopped messing about... Then they were creating the possibility
that was the thing.
of a G-Day.
In the past, so much was about blooming paperwork and funding, and like, what's enthralling about that?
We're going to have a funding meeting, you know.
Better get prepped for that.
Better get prepped.
See all these numbers and words and stuff. You've got to make some semblance of order for this report.
Yeah, we've got to make sure that the silly people in the military can understand it.
And then in the future, how are you feeling? Do you feel okay? Do you feel like you're strong? And then they're searching for like their dad. And then they're not searching for their dad, and they keep bouncing back and forward with who they're searching for their dad for, and then they're like, oh, I don't want to search for him anymore. Oh, I'm going to search for him. And it's like, make up your mind.
We want to see the monsters. We want to see the Titans.
We have seen some new monsters in it, and They were good,
Okay.
but we did see them very fleetingly.
Okay, and so let's pull it to the actual finale.
The finale.
So I've
The
literally...
best bit of the entire series.
I have forced my way through it.
Yes.
I've had matches holding
we're
my
in the
eyes
long
open.
game. We're in the long game.
Literally, give me some matches, Zach, so I can have my eyes open. And I got to that climactic finish.
Woohoo.
Where we see Godzilla.
We see Godzilla, and he's fighting against Ion Dragon, which
Yeah.
appeared in the earlier episodes.
And it lasts for a screen time of all of about 30 seconds.
A minute. A minute and a half.
And then...
With if you include cutaways as well, like reaction shots of, oh no, there's a monster.
Help, I'm hanging on to the
I don't
capsule.
care, I want to see the monsters fighting each other to the death.
And
the fatality was pretty cool. He just basically ripped his
it
wing
apart.
off. He reminded me a lot of Gauss from Gamera, Ion Dragon did.
Yeah. So
very
and
similar.
then we end up back in the future,
Yes.
and they all have to rush into this sort of bunker type
Thing.
shelter.
Yeah. This is on Skull Island, by the way.
This is what we discover.
Yeah.
They're on Skull Island. Suddenly, Kong jumps out.
Cut to black.
And that's it. It's like, what?
What?
Was this the fine finale that we were waiting
So,
for?
because of the time dilation effect of the Hollow Earth, or whatever it is, Axis Mundi, I think they called that place that they went to, that they've actually appeared in the future, I assume, before the events of Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah.
So, in between times, King Ghidorah's obviously arrived and caused absolute chaos around the world.
Yep.
So, therefore, the thing they tried to prevent happened anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So, who knows? So, marks out of 10.
Overall, it was kind of a bit weird, because
It's just...
they set out Monarch to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Then Monarch wasn't the bad guy, and then there was no bad guy for
I mean-
the last 5 episodes. And
I love
why are you doing this?
everything Godzilla. You
Yes.
know, right from
The get-go.
Right from the get-go. When I was
1954.
a kid growing up through the 60s and 70s and onwards, I loved Zilla. And this is just more Zilla, but it just wasn't enough. And the characters were limp.
Yeah.
4. I'm giving it a 4.
That seems a bit generous.
You
A
reckon?
bit generous for me, because I was really
Well,
hyped for this.
It gets 4 because Kurt Russell. That's all.
True. I'm going around 3 and a bit, maybe.
Yep.
3 and a bit.
Look,
Which is a shame, because I really wanted to like this. And I think,
I'm
to
gonna-
be honest,
I'm going to hold Godzilla.
this could have been a lot better, because had this actually come out in between Godzilla 2014 and Godzilla King of the Monsters, it would have had that mystery around the Monarch organisation. But because it came out when it did, it didn't. And it should have just been a movie. It should have just been a movie.
It could have easily been a movie.
A TV movie, that's absolutely fine, but why does it have to always be these 10-part series that are just something happens, filler until the last episode?
Even Godzilla agrees. I've got to point out that there's a very good chance that this review has actually got more screen time of Godzilla in it than Monarch.
Legacy of Monsters in all 10 episodes. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and comment below any suggestions of further reviews you'd like to see in the future. What did you think of Monarch Legacy of Monsters? Did you enjoy it? Did you disagree with what we had to say? Please let us know.
In the comments below.
See you next time on the Zak and Buzz
Review! Anzilla.